coming soon. Until then, enjoy the vibes.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire.
Johnson.
My baby, your body's on fire. Hey, body's on fire. My baby, your body's on fire.
Yeah. This one I can do with the jabba. Me, I no get time at the jabba. Dada cover my face, calling me lava. Biggie man, we know the where I money, what's it called? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind, and make it die for nothing. My nigga, what's it called? Chewbacca, all depend. We can ride the wind, and make it die for nothing. Make you no say anything when you do, they must commend it.
I can't come and kill myself.
Anything when I do, what they try to do on my way.
I can't come and kill myself.
Plenty survive we face just to make sure money day. All my people that go say I know one buy, I know one buy, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy me food, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, money, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, why the money, and the fee, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all the penny, they get it, ride the money, and no fees. Different things them happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows I'm juggling, flow like the ocean, my boat I'm paddling. Tradition up Bella, that's my bro, my family, goes in chains. When it comes to money, I take concentrate. Like I tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become missioner, be head of state. For my people, then go say, I know one fight, I know one time, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want jump life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know. Tell me, my nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. They can get ride the money, and the kids die for nothing. My nigga, what's it come? Chewbacca, all depend. They can get ride the money, and the kids die for nothing. Oluwa Bana,
See how easy that was?
Yeah, Shelly. And then every time you play that song, my daughter got to go down and her to make the big one.
And I'm doing my hair.
You doing your hair.
Shelly, and I'm doing my hair.
You doing your hair. Hello to everybody in the chat room. Well, this is the thing. I hope she sees this. And I hope she comes over so I can find out, like, does she need me or, you know, what the hell going on? Because I'm just sitting here and I ain't doing nothing now.
So you got another.
Well, come on. Go ahead, Judge. It's gonna be easy to senior citizens. So y'all bring your big gay and everything.
Hey, who you say in this contest again?
I think there's only two, right?
They don't know I'm coming down. I'm a surprise.
How you going to surprise them? Don't you gotta tell the people ahead of time?
No, it's freestyle.
You know Sheila don't care about packing them up and having you sitting.
Just because it's freestyle dancing don't mean you're supposed to show up.
Well, the way Trisha dancing, look. I ain't the one to gossip, but hey.
And hey, chat room, thank you guys for coming over. For those that were at the live we were at before. So I just want to find out, because I mean, if if she's gonna do it.
If I tell you one more time, Shelly, she already said that you are one of the judge now. I'm putting on my lashes now.
See what I'm saying? So I don't want to get over there and the rest of the judges and everybody else is on fucking Avatar. I mean, not on avatars, on camera, and then I come through on the Avatar.
I said, well, get dressed. Just be ready. That's all. And then on camera, just keep the camera on.
I want her to hit this link. Because if that girl coming over there, I'm staying right over here at my own house. That's the last time me and her will ever sit on link again.
Wait, let me.
Well, I don't know what to say because that girl, you know, she a certified stalker.
She really is. And by me coming up there because she got this discussion with me.
Yeah, she's gonna be mad that you're a judge.
Hit the link every 2 seconds. I ain't got time.
Where that echo coming from?
Hold on.
That's why I asked her, did she have another device connected? But I do feel like she gonna harass Shelly. But Shelly might have fun doing it. I thought the last competition she gave was fun.
Well, this the purge weekend after the dance. I'm going right over there over at Auntie's. This the purge. Because I was looking at that old purge over there. They were talking junk and I ain't know. I was like, so I'm in the chat. Anybody got anything to say to me? Say it tonight. These last 48 hours.
That's how I feel too, Sheila. Anything you got beef with from the previous year, let's settle this now, because I ain't doing this next year.
Because I'm not bringing that 2000 the new
I'm
year.
good.
I've heard more
y'all want me to have one
than I've ever heard.
Yeah, you should. That's what I'm telling you. Because after this year, I am gonna leave, and Shelly, no, I don't leave shit alone. I say that, and I will not leave it alone. But I am. That's why I gotta let some shit go, because I'm a little too angry about things. But Alexis, I do want to say this: your story you were saying about your brother. I know how I feel to have a brother murdered. My oldest brother was murdered in front of me, so, and I was a witness. So it is very hard to for the person, at least the person who killed mine. He is facing justice. He's in prison right now. But my mother forgave him. And girl, do you know that tore me completely apart? When my mother in Michigan, they have the what is it called? The Victim Rights Act, and they have a right to ask to see apology if they want to talk to the person who caused harm to their family member. And girl, as far as I can say, that man could rot and die to the end of time. But
that's how I feel about mine too. Everybody's like, you have to find forgiveness. I'm like, no, I don't. Not right now.
That's what everybody kept telling me. I don't feel it. They don't know how traumatized I was, how I was just mentally a mess, you know. And
I can't imagine being right there. You know, I'm like, nope, because I already know how it was not being there. So to be right there, oh my God, yeah.
I guess we all have to go on mute when one person is talking, because I notice even when Alexis is talking with Simone, there's an echo, right?
I was thinking about dropping and seeing if I had two up. Well, it's not echoing now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. Oh no, I hear it again. I forgot.
Let me go out and come back. But I'm on mute anyway. Let me go. You got the link in the chat, Shelly?
No, I didn't put it there.
Okay, can you text it to me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, and I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna make sure they ain't me, because I'm like the echo. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing that, but I also did a live one time, and I was like, if anybody has an issue with me, here's the link, and you can come up and we can discuss it or whatever. But I'm not gonna do no screaming and hollering or whatever. Girl, ain't nobody came nowhere. Ain't
Because
nobody want to discuss
that means
nothing.
people ain't got an issue with you.
No, they got an issue. They don't want to talk about it.
But that's why I like the beef sector, because y'all do 1-on-1 over there. They got to come with the 4 or 5 people. So I'm looking at the old thing came 3 years ago. I said, why is 3 people on the panel talking about me? I'm not even there. But
I'm sorry, but they do that same shit over here.
And
yeah.
Tracy,
but that was 3 years ago. And I tore them one by one. I got their tail one by one. So there ain't no beef now. Go ahead.
Tracy did one of them years ago though. She was like, if you hate me, if you don't, and baby, when I tell you that was one of the funniest lives I have ever seen in my life. Girl, you had racist people clicking on her live talking about you're a fucking nigger. It was crazy. Tracy had that live and they came up there and they was letting her have it. But Shelly did do it. People don't click on because people ain't got no beef with you.
Shelly, there's a song I want you
Hey, Rico,
to
your
play.
name been ringing out here in these streets, Rico.
That's Rico the Brat.
Rico. Huh?
That's Rico the Brat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rico.
I've been hearing his name everywhere, but I also know that if one thing about Rico, if you ask him, he gonna tell you A or nay. So I'm like, I don't know why they don't just go to the source.
Drop the link in the chat, Shelly.
Okay.
And I'm ready to go down, come back up. Because
I
know it's not me. I'm gonna come back up. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Shell, I'm gonna drop down too in a minute because I'm about to eat. But
should I? Okay, so pizza. Let me tell you this here. I will come. I will be there. I know you can't come up. You probably with the family. If Megabus comes on that link, I am leaving. I don't care if it's in the middle of judging. I will leave. I do not want to sit on no panel with her. I don't want to see her face. I want absolutely nothing to do with her. She's a stalker, and I just can't do it. But for you, Pizza Pie, and for the sector, I will be there. So who are we supposed to be cash apping or whatever for the money or whatever? If you can, she's not invited, child. I mean, you know how stalkers are. Yeah, I just
you know she gonna show up, y'all. She that one guest that no matter what.
That's how she's
not a guest, but you know what I'm saying. She gonna smell the party somewhere. Show up.
Oh, and also too, do you need me to cam up? Because if you do, then I need to start getting ready now. I've been in the bed since you know the procedure this week, so I just been in the bed all week.
Is the Pizza in the chat?
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Hey, Pizza, I'm coming. I'm your surprise guest.
You know she gonna come.
This is the senior citizen night, right, Pizza?
And
it was hilarious.
Well, she said she can't come up, Shelly. So
okay, she said I don't have to come up. Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah,
also,
she said she respecting that.
Pizarro Rico is saying that he did not porn bomb you. He said, he know y'all have a love-hate relationship, but he would never do that. So when I was hearing people say it, I was like, if Rico did it, he will come back and say he did it. So I'm like, I don't know why they don't just talk to him. That's what I was thinking while I was confused earlier. Yeah, so I say just keep it moving. I think it's just a lot of jealousy or whatever that's just going on because Pizarro has a way of getting people's attention and bringing them to a place, and some people just don't like that. So yeah, well, I guess I ain't gotta cam up, so I can, I can stay right here in the big, honey, and feel it. Okay, so now listen, here's the thing. So because I left, so I don't even know what the rest of the stuff was. Jesus Christ, I'm live, honey. I'm live. It's okay. I'm live. Okay. Well. They're having a dance off, and as far as I know, it's Trish. I know she said she wanted Brooke, Uppity, and Trish. But I think Brooke says something like she couldn't do it today. She could do it tomorrow. So I'm assuming that Brooke is not doing it. She may still be doing it. I don't know. This is what Pizza was saying, you know, when we just came up with this thing or whatever. And then, so I don't think Brooke is going to be a part of it unless something has changed. And then Trisha's going to be a part of it. I'm assuming probably Uppity. Oh, she said 9:30 p.m. Did you know that, Sheila?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's I told you 9:30.
Okay, didn't she just say 7 up here earlier though?
I said 9:30.
Rhonda,
Oh, okay.
I think you're correct.
Okay, so it's basically a dance off. And I know Pizarro said she was already putting 100 in the pot. Somebody else said 50. I said I would put something in there. I didn't put anything in there yet because I didn't know what the hell was going on.
But they can do whatever they can dance to whatever they want to.
I think it's a freestyle. One is, what is it, Sheila? It's a freestyle for one, and what's the other one?
Pizza, did you say it's just gonna be a freestyle and old school? But I think we should I would like to do an old school challenge on TikTok for a minute.
I'm about to say, when you play music, you can only play music for what? Isn't it length of time?
No, you can pay for whatever amount of time, but I know Pizarro said that she didn't want any copywritten music.
That's what I was asking. Will she be
But
copyrighted?
I think Yusef is gonna be the DJ, I'm assuming. I know he's live right now, but this is the thing. So I was listening to some music, like some of the music that's like copyright free. I think she only wants them to dance for, I think she said a minute and some change. Oh, I didn't know that you had got a strike, Rico. I didn't know that. And the style of dance.
I asked that question because I was like, how long can you dance? Is that why people have to dance so short because of the copyright? I thought it was 3 minutes. It's only a minute and a half.
Now, I think it's only whatever it is because these people can't dance past 2 minutes without getting out of breath.
Say we don't
You
need to
know
break
what?
out
Let me tell you
oxygen.
something. Don't be picking our eggs, you know. Don't get it twisted up here on this panel.
You
Now
can go
stop
for as
yourself.
long as you want, but some of them might need an oxygen tank.
Well, they got somebody out here to claim she the dance hall queen, so I don't know why she don't pull up and dance, and she thinks she got all the hottest motherfucking moves on YouTube. Catch.
Ooh.
The witch doctor. Child, she was dancing the other fucking day. I said med shape, but she mixing the damn pills with the damn alcohol. Baby, she was all over the place. I got my entire life watching that shit.
Yeah, Pizza she done got the senior citizens out. I done came out retired for this one.
But that one, the girl Yaya.
Did y'all see Lovely Love on Ness channel dancing the other day? Baby, Lovely Love was breaking it down, and she went against Queen 88. It was so damn funny.
They had a dance off.
Girl, yes, on Ness channel the other day.
Girl,
my friend called me and was like, "Please turn the Ness channel." She told me to go look at it. Baby, Lovely Love, I can get on my knees. Lovely Love was so fun about it though. But
now, Big Baby, she could dance. Now she got moved. Big Baby.
Yeah.
She's so cute. Yeah, she's so cute.
She did good.
But the one contestant, Yaya, she's actually won before.
Yeah, she's a professional.
Yeah. Okay.
But you can't compare her and Queen because they're two different styles. Both of them good. Yeah, both of them good. Yeah. Well, and they all did good. It was excellent. They were
2300 Jackson Street in here. The way she threw down.
I know. Where she at?
Hold on. Let me see something.
She could dance her tail off.
2300 Jackson Street. You want to join the challenge for tonight? Cause she got a lot of energy. Okay.
Yes.
On that.
Yes, she could dance. She could dance.
Yes, she can. Yep.
She made me tired looking at her. I was just tired looking at her.
Come on, I owe you a battle anyway. 2300. You know, me and Lovely waiting for you day after Halloween. You ain't show up.
Shelly and Sheila and Lovely. Ooh, that would be fun.
Oh, Lovely ain't got nothing on me. Yeah, you
Okay,
know
so
what?
hold on.
I'm
Hey,
older than
abuse,
all of them. They ain't got
abuse.
nothing on me. Go ahead.
Okay, so Sheila, you're gonna do it. Is Lovely Love gonna do it? Is she allowed to do
I
it?
don't know. We were just talking about that today. I said, let's crash the dance. We were gonna do the one next month. Next month. I said, we're gonna crash. We ain't gonna tell a piece of nothing. So she came up with this. So the
Safe
two twins
travel.
did in it. I was like, good, because they were gonna be in the one next month. I said, good. So we gotta try to get Lovely
Happy
Love and
birthday.
Demetrius. That'd be good too.
Okay, so you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not Lovely Love. Do anybody got a way to get
And
a
you know
come?
I gotta be coordinated with my outfit. So yeah, I'm gonna wear my little
Girl,
dance.
don't we ain't got time for a whole bunch of changing outfits in between pop locking and then dropping it 1 or 2 times. Then you're gonna go pull out a fur.
No,
You know,
I ain't.
And
You
you
know
know,
that's
I
see,
what
if
like
I
you
how
pull
do.
out
you
your
think.
fur, baby, they gonna be hating on you. Don't pull out your
I ain't
fur.
pulling out no fur. No, I'm in the house.
You know they can't take it, girl.
I ain't-
Don't you got Lovely number, Sheila?
No,
Oh, you don't?
girl,
Okay.
I don't be telling nobody on. Nah, I don't have a number.
Well, who number do you have?
Yours, the only one. That's it.
I'm messing with you. April, you gonna join the challenge? Well, the challenge contest or whatever.
The pop-up.
Yeah, pop up.
Contest.
I think it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be some drama afterwards because it always is. Is Tracy gonna be on there? I mean, she gonna put her pamper on to come through and dance?
Well, be nice, Shelly. She said she can't. Her surgery or something. I don't know something.
Oh,
She was
okay.
saying,
I was gonna say because I was gonna deduct points for the pamper now.
Well, they told
And that's
Chris
why
well,
they
no
duck
told
them
me
up
good.
that.
our age. Now I think
I'm
I'm the
telling
oldest
y'all
one so
now,
far.
Shelly gonna be the most. Shelly is a
I'm the
mad
oldest one so
judge.
far, y'all. So hey, I'm the oldest one so far.
Low key,
I think Big Baby coming too, so they're gonna be because you
Shelly,
know she
don't
can
you make
dance.
nobody mad. You be nice with your critiquing, okay?
I'm not gonna, no, as a
No,
judge, I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
no, no,
be
no, 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 no. No, be nice, Shelly.
no, as a judge,
You
I'm
know
not
she
gonna
ain't gonna
be
be nice
rude.
to me.
I know she ain't
Shelly
gonna
ain't
be
gonna be
like
nice
Sheila.
to
That's
me.
why I know Shelly. And you should have had you had a piece of your butt cheek hanging out when it should have been covered by the whole entire panty. You know,
No, I'm
Shelly a
classy, not
fine person,
trashy. I
man.
I cover up all the way. See, you know. Remember,
Hey,
I'm
Pam, come
mature. I'm
on over there and
older.
show them how it's done.
So I
Show
gotta
them
set
how
an
we do
example
it.
for my baby. See, my young girls, they could do all that. I'm mature, so.
Show them how we do it in the DMV, Pam. Come on through and shut it clean cross down.
Ooh, God. Oh no. Oh, so y'all come against New York? All right. That's how y'all want to play it?
You know what? I don't. People keep talking about Trisha's age, but you know, I really don't know how old Trisha is. To be honest, I have no clue.
I
I don't
commend her
know.
for getting up there dancing the other day, though.
Yep.
I feel all
I
them
think
ladies.
Trisha's same age as me.
All them ladies, I commend every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It took heart to get up there in front of people you do not know. And she had 1,000
Yeah.
plus in her chat.
They all did
So
good.
Yeah,
They
I
that's
did
say
what I
y'all
good.
said.
did
It takes a
good.
They
lot
I
of
all
think
did
people.
good. They
everybody did
did.
good, but one
They
person
did.
should not have been there. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Alexis, don't be acting like Shelly.
Wait,
Don't act
one
like
person. Who was
don't
that?
act like Shelly, Alexis.
23, happy birthday. She says my birthday
Some
weekend.
people
Yeah, I
just
told her
Oh,
need
happy
to
happy
attend
birthday.
to their
birthday
children.
to ya. Happy birthday
You
to ya.
listen. Did y'all ever see that video of Tracy and her pamper dancing?
I seen that and I was like, oh, Tracy, no, Tracy,
That was
Did she do it for
I can't
somebody?
get past that one.
Because some men will like pay money for that type of stuff. You know
Yeah,
what
because
I
they be
mean? You
having
got
sick
weird
fetishes and
fetishes out
stuff.
here.
Y'all want me to cam up? Or y'all don't want me to cam up?
Yeah, Kim up.
Hold on. I need to go get my hair done too. I've been lazy. But I'm kind of in the stage now where I'm trying not to twist it so much. So oh yeah, Rico, we do need to subscribe to your new channel. Hold on. Let me hook Rico up so
Hello,
can
the
drop
bill. She in the chat.
Chef, I'm
Everybody in the
about to
chat.
drive
Hello.
down and eat dinner. What time? I will wish all the people good luck in the in the challenge. And y'all don't take nothing Shelly say offensive. Please come with everything, cause Shelly gonna critique everything. If you got one
Stop
toenail
it. You
long,
know I do not be going that hard when I
if you
be
got one toenail longer than the other one, please shave it for Shelly get her ass over there. But everybody have a good evening and see y'all later.
I do not be doing that. Bye, sis.
But I love you though, Shelly.
I love you too.
Good
I don't know.
luck.
See, I had to do everything on my
Oh,
phone because my thing won't cam up. My Chrome, like I can't use my camera, so I have to use it in my phone. So I don't see how I'm gonna do that.
You gotta use your Chrome to go live.
No, I can't. I could use it, but I can't. I don't know. The camera won't come on or something. So I'm just gonna have to use my phone. So I had to like move some stuff out the area where I'm a dance at.
Wow. Hold on, Rico. I'm about to drop your page in here, okay? So I'm just getting to it. All right, make sure you guys are supporting Rico on his backup channel or second channel, should I say, and the link is right there. So Sheila, what kind of moves are you going to pull out tonight, girl? Or are you going to just surprise us?
It's something simple. Something simple.
Now, if you ain't got it, don't go, sis. If you ain't got it, don't do it, sis.
I could dance. Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
dancer. Yeah. So
I mean,
I used to do dance challenges all the time when I was young. I used to pop and all that stuff. Yeah, something simple.
Indigo, boo, did you ever get your stuff?
How you doing?
Girl, I got some pallets sitting here in my goddamn face right now.
Do we know if she's got her new ones out yet? Because I want to order one.
I don't know. But she really needs to restock that because that palette is everything. If she didn't get it yet, I still will send her some money and she might still have to wait a while for it. She never reached back out to me. Lord help me, Jesus. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna jump down and get my children together before the thing.
Put your drop your Cash App in the chat, Indigo, if you don't mind. You called me last week? Oh, child. You know how I be with this damn phone. I got a love-hate relationship with the telephone. Sometimes I be on it, and sometimes I just throw that motherfucker be wherever.
So she said you don't have to cam up, Shelly?
Yeah, she said I don't have to. I mean, I could. I mean, I have time, but
I don't think it's gonna be that long though. I'm gonna try to be one of the first ones. I'm gonna do a request.
Oh, Laurie, thank you so much for the Cash App. I truly appreciate it. You said you're gonna do by request. You're gonna do what, Sheila?
Request.
What you mean request? Like we got a request what we want you to do?
No, request a song.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't know if she's letting them use whatever kind of music, because they was also saying too that maybe everybody would have to do the same music.
Okay, yeah,
it's the same music just to make it fair or whatever.
Okay, freestyle. But some music you can't dance off of with the beat. so. I don't know. We'll see. Well,
You know what, Indigo? Let me give you a little tip on top of it. Hold on, let me go back.
Did she get her little palette, her eyeshadow on? No,
she didn't get it. Hold on. I'm gonna send her this and then. So what we drinking on tonight then? Even though I ain't supposed to be drinking.
Yeah, I ain't drinking it.
I'm about to pull out. I think I'm gonna have me a little drink. You know, I don't even drink like sociably or whatever.
I don't know. I'm coming out with a cold or something. That's why it's like everything tasting right or whatever. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay, Indigo. I hope this is you. Oh, this says you wasn't in my contacts before. Didn't I send you money before? This is you with this avatar on it with the black avatar with the glasses. Is that the right Cash App? I just want to make sure. Because I got a bad habit of sending the money to the wrong places, refunding to the wrong people, child. I will fuck it up in a heartbeat. Okay. Indigo. Let me tell you something. It always be the ones that call people ugly, but they always the ones hiding. Ain't nobody never seen what the fuck they look like.
Who said somebody ugly?
No nonsense was saying people call her ugly, and I said it's always the people who call people ugly and don't nobody know what the fuck they look like. They always have the most critiques. Okay. All right. So, Indigo, what I did was I Cash App you the price, which basically what I pay her for the palette, which was $20. And then I just gave you another $10 on top of it because you have just been sitting around waiting. So I'm assuming she probably never got back to you because she's probably out of stock because of the mix up with the palettes. Like, I know Coach White said she got hers, which I'm grateful to that. And I do have the palette. She sent it to me instead of sending it to you, but I just don't want to ask anybody for their address or information. I just don't want anybody's information. Like, if I don't already have it, I don't want it. You get what I'm saying? What's up, Gotti? I have a piece of hair in my mouth. But if you want to wait, and when she restocks them, you know, I'll let her know. Please, you know, you could just Cash App her and get it if you still want it. If you don't want it, you just want to keep the money, it's yours, boo. Do whatever you want to do with it. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I truly am. Also, in 2024, we're going to be turning it up a notch because, you know, I do want people to go out and explore the world and get out there. So I'm going to be giving away some traveling things. Meaning like gift cards like Southwest, Carnival, Hey Swag. So that's how we're doing it in 2024. I just have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what is it that I want people to do in order to win? Because I'm definitely not about to let nobody win something that big off answering a trivia question or to somebody where they're not loyal or whatever. So I'm not really for sure what they're gonna have to do, but I do have the hold on, I got two. Hold on, because I was out buying gift cards the other day for my children. And so while I was out, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and Lord have mercy. If I ever get a camera slip, y'all gonna be seeing the wrong stuff, child, because I ain't never got no fucking clothes on. If I can show y'all. So I got these. Or I was thinking that if me and Vivian still do the meet and greet. Maybe one will be given away to somebody that wants to travel to meet us or something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I just bought them. So where we at?
Oh, now you want to do a meet and greet?
You see, Southwest, Carnival, and Visa. Okay. So we shall see. And also, this is what I was thinking too, as far as like the mod of the month, I was thinking I would let the current mod pick who they feel should be the mod for the next month, the mod of the month. You get what I'm saying? And do it like that. And then each time that person would be in charge of it, or they could suggest somebody. Because on the 10th, you know, we'll have another moderator of the month, and I'll be sending them a Cash App and stuff like that. You like that, Alexis? I was thinking that because that would like, because for me, I feel like everybody's doing a great job. But sometimes I'm just busy talking and doing what I'm doing here. And I feel like you guys who are moderators, you're interacting with people more. And y'all kind of know, you know what I'm saying? Who's doing what and what's going on. Like I have some moderators that will tell me about other moderators, whether it be good or bad or whatever. Hey, Rodney. Rodney, you gonna come through and dance tonight, boo? So, okay, you like that too, Zahara? Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So all the smoke is not in here now, but when I see her, I'll let her know. It'll be up to her. And then that person who is moderator of the month, they'll pick the moderator of the month for the next month. And we're going to go ahead and continue to do that for the whole year. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Wait, you wouldn't guess who was 53? I'm not 53 though, but who 53? I'm 47. Yeah, I'll be 48 in March. Oh, you talking to no nonsense. Okay, no nonsense says she's 53. Child, a lot of these people on here look older than what the fuck they be talking about.
Stop it.
Hey, it is what it is. I ain't calling no names.
That's all like, God, they look older than me. Okay.
I think they just been through shit or either drug use, alcohol, or something, stress. That's why I refuse to be all stressed the fuck out.
Well, I'm ready to get down, getting my outfits ready.
Okay, you do that, boo. So what I'm going to do then, guys, listen, at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, there will be a dance off over on the spaceship. I will be one of the judges. I believe it's myself and I think Diva One is a judge. Do you remember if she's... Oh, Sheila's gone. I think it's me, Diva One, I believe. I think Lady Nika is the host. I don't know if Pizarro is judging or not, or maybe she's just a co-host or whatever. I'm not for sure. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Listen, and you supposed to talk your shit when you know you keeping yourself together. You know what I'm saying? And what I found that looks good on myself is happiness and peace. Okay. Oh, thank you, Indigo. And I get it, honey. I get it. Because like I said, I usually, if I watch Pizarro, I watch from the bushes because they'll delete my comments and all kind of other stuff. So like, why am I going to get myself, worked up or whatever? And then after today with Megabus, that will be the last time you guys see me on any type of panel with her. I cannot do her under no circumstances at all. So, babe? Oh, okay. So, yes, view, that's what it's all about. And some people be forgetting about that. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up in a lot of other stuff. And I'm just going to say this for a lot of y'all who maybe y'all don't travel or you don't do much. Start getting out and doing some things, because I'm telling you, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be mad at yourself and you're going to be like, why have I wasted all of my time? You know? Stacey, you ain't missed too much. There's a contest, a pop-up contest tonight at 9:00 at the spaceship, and I'll be a judge over there. So that's what we're gonna get ready to do. Thank you. Okay, so just take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? We have people in other countries, they're not allowed to travel freely. They're not allowed to just go to, you know, different countries or different states and stuff like that. They have to stay in the country where they were born. And, you know, if you're here, you're a US citizen, or you're in the UK citizen, you have the ability to do traveling. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to travel. Believe me, you don't. If you get your airline ticket first and get that out the way, everything else comes in. It'll work itself out. You know what I'm saying? But just don't wait till the last minute to get your airline ticket. And at this point, like Southwest, that's an airline that I had to kind of like learn to love, because I first got on that Southwest and I was like, oh my God, is this soul plane or what? I felt and still feel this Southwest is very much ghetto. But the thing I do like about them is that you can cancel your ticket all the way up until 10 minutes before you board, and you can still get your travel credit or whatever. Frontier, they pretty much give away tickets, but that's not an airline that I would recommend, especially if you're not a seasoned traveler, because it is so much crap that comes along with those little so-called cheap tickets. It's not even worth it at all. Yeah, even local places. I mean, just get out and enjoy life. Okay. I know that I will be, well, I'll say I should be, because I just been having so much other stuff coming up, but I should be in Vegas in April. So I do know at least about that so far. But yeah, Frontier is so crazy. And it's like, even if you need help or whatever, you have to pay to speak to an agent and all this other kind of crazy stuff. So, you know, are you really saving money if they're nickeling and diming you at the same time? No, you're not, you know. And then if you on the bigger side, you damn sight not getting up on a Frontier, because let me tell you something, them seats, I'll put it this way. If you over, I'm gonna say like probably like, if you over 250, don't even bother, because first of all, I don't even think they have business class. Do they have business or first class on Frontier? I don't remember. But I know them seats are small as hell. I know that much. Okay. And so you were scared coming back? Yeah, it's like Soul Plane, but you know, but then they also have deals all the time. So it's kind of like, well, damn, you know, you want to take them at the same time. And then when I got my ticket to go to California and then COVID popped up, you know, I was able to get my credit, but then I used my credit to go to Miami, but I still lost some of it because what was left over, I didn't end up using. And my ticket to California was like, I think like 300 and something. And I think Miami was only like 111. So like if you're going to go from like, let's say like DC to Miami or something like that, you can get those type of tickets for nothing. Atlanta, you know, and if your schedule is flexible and you can kind of travel whenever you want to, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? Look for your tickets on a Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever, and just go. Some people do buses. I have a friend, and she would wait and take the buses in from DC, right? She would take the buses at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, right? She would pay $1 and she would take the little Chinese bus and she would go up to New York. Even when she would travel, she would leave from New York because the tickets was cheaper. I personally don't have time to do that to save money because my anxiety is too bad for me to be going from my house to somewhere, then taking a bus to New York. I'm gonna be thinking that the bus is gonna break down or I'm gonna miss the bus or whatever. And then to get on a flight and all that stuff. And then when I get back home, I want to just get in my car and come home. So I don't have time for all that. But I said all that to say that I don't know about like right now, but I'm gonna say like 2-3 years ago, even then she was getting tickets for $1 going to New York. And then some people say they don't like Megabus. Well, we know we don't like Megabus on YouTube, but some people don't like to travel with Megabus. But if you go like way in advance, they had tickets to Boston for like $5. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really a bus person or a train person. I'm more of a plane person. And if I'm in a car, I don't want to drive anywhere where I have to sit for more than like 4 hours. Max I'll do is like 6. I did that going to Canada. But yeah, all that sitting in the car forever, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. But some people don't mind it. And if you don't mind it, just do it. You said you be using them, Jill? Yeah, and it's another, it's a couple little buses, you know, especially down here, they go to New York, and you can get on them buses for little to nothing. And then you have buses that they go to Atlantic City, right? And some of those you end up getting money at the casino when you get there, whatever. But I was on a bus one time. This was going to Atlantic City. And there was another person on the bus. And they were saying what they do is they don't gamble or anything, but they live near Atlantic City. So they would take that bus. And by the time they would go into the casino and then exchange their money or whatever and their voucher or whatever, it's like they got to take the bus for free, you know? So I feel like you just have to be smart at what you're doing. And I had told y'all a while back, which I should have never really stopped doing it because I was doing it at one point. I was doing these surveys, right? And with the surveys, they would pay you and you could get either airline miles or you could get gift cards or whatever like that. And they didn't pay you a whole lot, but it still added up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all hear Marley talking? Marley, come here. So you can look for stuff like that, or let me give you another example. If you don't want to have like a credit card with, you know, to have any kind of debt or anything, you can go and get a American airline account, right? You can connect it to your own bank card that you have with whoever you bank with, Wells Fargo, M&T, Sandy Spring, Chase Bank, whoever. And you can even do the restaurant ones or whatever. So when you purchase things from like Best Buy, you'll earn miles for American Airline. Of course, if you travel with them, then you'll have some miles from traveling. But you can continue to use that on everyday stuff like, you know, Bath and Body Works. Like they have a whole American airline mall, so to speak. And you can go on there and they'll tell you, like, even let's say like Groupon, they might give you 5 miles for every dollar that you spend. So with that, you don't have to worry about Absol, where you been at? I ain't seen you in forever. You don't have to worry about like any interest fees. You don't have to worry about any of that, and you're still gaining miles. So let's say that you don't fly that often. You can also use your miles for hotel stays. You know? Now, I don't necessarily recommend that because I did that one time. I used some crazy amount of miles for a hotel in Jamaica. And I don't know if it's because I used the miles or whatever, but they gave us, I feel like, the worst room they could probably give us, where they was doing like some construction or whatever. They claimed that wasn't what it was. But if you end up having a problem with your stay, it's hard to get like a refund because it's miles and they go through like Expedia or whatever. So I would just be careful as far as like using your miles for rooms. But all this type of stuff, you don't have to always spend extra money in order to get these things. You know what I mean? It can be just your everyday stuff. Now, when it goes to the restaurants through American Airline Dining, that's a whole separate program. So with them, they have it like at certain IHOPs, different places like that. So if you normally go out to go eat, and at this point, who knows, they might even have like Grubhub and stuff now. I don't know. But I love you, Sue. So yeah, y'all could do that and just go out and enjoy life, because I'm trying to tell you that we're only here for a limited time. And when that day comes, or when something happens where, God forbid, the doctors are telling you you only have a certain amount of time to live or whatever else, you're going to be looking back over your life and saying, did I do everything that I wanted to do? You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing about me. I really have no regrets at all. Like anything that I ever want to do, I do it. Yeah, I hope it's on Wishman Face on topic. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for you. Wow. Damn. I'm excited just seeing that many miles. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you know, and it's already for stuff that you purchasing anyway. So why not do it? I know. And then my friend, not my friend, my daughter, she had got a JetBlue one. And that really worked out for her because she had a friend that was in a situation and she had a job offer. And so she needed to leave, you know, Jamaica, but I was one of her school friends. So anyway, she was able to get her an airline ticket using her card. You know, she was thinking the girl probably wasn't even going to pay her back or whatever. But anyway, the girl paid her back and everything. So, you know, it worked out. It worked out for her. It worked out for the friend. And it just makes sense. So what's going on, Shireen? What does it say?
How you doing today?
I am blessed, and highly favored.
Before I left this sector, I felt like I wanted to at least speak to certain people.
You leaving again?
I've been in other sectors.
Oh, where you been? Oh, no, you might not want to say. I'm sorry.
Okay. I've been in other sectors because with my relationship with God and where I'm moving in life, I didn't have a choice. I was forced.
Yeah.
And I want to share a testimony with you all that I shared with another sector that I never shared with you all. And I feel like it's only fair that I do. And I did share it on Mahaya's platform. So that's why I said it's only fair that I do share it with you guys. So I'm sure you're aware of all the things that have been unfolding. And at one time, I was in a part of not only the music industry, but also politics.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these, how I put it, a lot of these things that have been revealed, they're not new. It's not new information. It's been out here for years. But when people came forth with the information, people either deemed them as being conspiracy theorists, either you're crazy, you're on drugs, or some way they dismiss you. The only person I can say that has been consistent with haven't been attacked is Professor Griff. So all these things that you guys may be hearing now with P. Diddy, with Jay-Z, with everyone in Hollywood to TD Jakes and everyone, that's not new to me. And what I wanted to share by me coming through a religious background, I experienced the suppression of whatever the man that's in cloth, he's in leadership. You never go against them. You never speak against them, whether it's wrong or right. So I understand these people that are coming out now saying they have been groomed, that they have, they felt like they didn't have a choice, and people want to dismiss it and say that, oh, you doing this for the money or you doing this for the whatever. No, the religious community is very powerful. Um, and I always told you guys how I came here and how VS and I had our clash through knowing each other. It's because we both come from fathers who are ordained ministers. So when I went off to college, the first thing my parents wanted me to do was to find a church. I was partying. There was once there was a part of my life where I could party. I could do whatever. My parents just kept saying, "What church did you go to? What church did you find?" So I knew the drug dealers in my neighborhood once I moved off campus in Norfolk into an apartment. I knew them first because what they would say to us, if we can hide our money or whatever in your apartment, don't say nothing. We're just going to put it in paper bags. We'll look out for you and make sure you all are safe because y'all are not from in town. You're out of town. And I can remember saying to the drug dealer, I'm going to go visit First Baptist such and such. What you think about that? And he said to me, what? That pastor, he be picking up male prostitutes. He be molesting boys. And you know what I said to him? You just the devil trying to keep me from going to church. 2 years later, I started a campus ministry for this church on ODU at Old Dominion University campus. And I got a call when I was at home up here. And I was called and they said, did you hear what happened with preacher such and such? I said, no, what happened? He had to come out before the congregation and admit to the fact that he'd been dealing with male prostitutes and dealing with young boys. But with me, he had already started grooming me by asking me to do things. He was like, oh, you're in college. You're educated. I want you to mentor my kids. I want you to come and do like tutoring with them. He would do things like, can you put my watch on for me? I can't click it or whatever. And I would be nervous and he'll say to me things like, why are you nervous about putting my watch on? And I would think to myself like, I just think it's kind of odd. So he tried in all his ways to either bring me to his children and also to try to contact and connect with my parents and also with my father because he knew my father was a ordained minister. So this is how they smooth it all out that, okay, I'm going to take care of your daughter. I'm going to look out for her while she's down here going to college. You have nothing to worry about. When I got that word from my friend, I stopped going to the church. This man is big in town. He has a broadcast and he is also on several different boards. He comes to my house, apartment, and he said to me, "Why don't you come to church any longer?" I said, "Because I'm having a hard time merging what you teach in a pulpit and say and what you're doing in real life." And he
That's
told
why I
me,
stopped going to church for a long time, because
right,
I ended up with a lot of, church hurt. And I'm not going to say that it was things that was necessarily done to me, but I was looking around and I'm like, they're preaching about this and they're talking about this. But I would see how even some of the mothers in the church would talk about the girls, coming in there, maybe what they was wearing or, stuff like that. And then everything was really about money,
right. What I had to finally learn, and the point that I was going to get to, so I'm going to speed it up. When he came to my house, questioning me, saying that he was molested as a child, that he split the church because the elders wanted him to step down. He was saying, "I'm going through counseling. You're human like I am. You don't have the right to judge me. Only God can judge me." And this is the first time in my life, I think I was about 19 or 20. And I stood up to him and I said, "You know what?" I said, "You are not representing God. I'm not coming to your church just because you are who you say you are. I have a personal relationship with God. I have talked to God about this. So when you cut man out the middle, and people need to understand, because it's a bunch of us, it's a whole lot of stuff that's about to come out, y'all. TD Jakes is just the tip of the iceberg. But I don't want people to lose their faith in God. Your relationship with God has to be personal. You have to be in communion with him and praying with him, and he will lead you, because man is man. I don't care if he got the title apostle. I don't care if he bishop so-and-so, whatever. Don't fall for any of that. And I grew up in a family that was Pentecostal and Baptist. And you know what? You don't never talk. You don't say anything bad about the pastor. How dare you? You never challenge anything the pastor say. And what I need for people to understand is cultural. In the Black community, we feel like, don't question the
They do
pastor.
treat the pastor like he's everything, and especially a lot of they overpass the house cleaning and cooking and doing this and that and
Mm-hmm.
all this other kind of stuff.
Exactly. They're worshiping man.
Yeah.
And that is the problem. So in our community, we really need to look at, is it idolatry? Are you going to church every Sunday? Are you going to Bible study every Wednesday? Are you worshiping the leadership? Or are you going to worship God?
Yeah, I
And it
also
took
had a
me,
problem with sitting people down. I didn't like that.
mhm,
And I understand that churches have their policy or whatever, belief system or whatever. But I felt like if a girl is in there, and this is really probably like a good topic that we probably could have, but we have it in now, so fuck it, let's just have it. I didn't like how if a
I'm not
girl's
going to be up here
pregnant,
much longer.
she has to be set down. But yet the boy who got her pregnant is still allowed to be up there playing an instrument. And you know what I'm saying? That's
Right,
not right.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
But
Why
you can't
is
say
she,
anything.
huh?
But you cannot say anything.
Right, you can't say anything.
And this is crazy because you're in a situation where your parents, who you look up to, who are even telling you to be quiet. You understand? So this is double down. This is not only the church coming down on you if you speak out. This is your family saying, "You don't speak against a man of God. He know the word." They look at you as being evil. You're being rebellious. You're out of order. Church hurt. it took me to learn the word for myself to understand that my relationship with God has nothing to do with the church. It also took me to understand that's why God was angry. Jesus was, when he was in the flesh, was angry and turned that table over at the synagogue of Satan, because he saw what the churches were doing. They used God's name, they used God to benefit far as money, far as power, control, and all other things. The last church that I left, that was where I went, was a mega church. He's a Mason. He's a Q dog. He's getting ready to run for senator now. He tells you, if you get hit with the Holy Spirit, when people get hit with the Holy Spirit and they speak in tongues or they shout, he tells you got to go out. You can't do it in the assembly. You have to go in the hallway. They got a special place for people when you get hit with the Holy Ghost. Child,
I ain't never heard of that one.
Where did that come from?
Well, let me tell you. The church I go to now is a non-denominational church. And it's night and day from any church I've ever been to before. No, let me take that back. I did go to another church one time before when I was out in Virginia for a while. And that was like a mega church. I can't think of the guy name or pastor name right now, but that was a mega church, and I went there, and that just felt like what you see on TV. It felt very mega churchish or whatever. I only went there a couple of times or whatever. But the church I go to now, I feel like it's kind of like a mega church, but it's not a mega church. But they just get down to the teachings. They don't keep you and hold you all day. They don't talk about money 99 times. There is no plate that they're passing around the church. Nobody is telling you to take your electric money and give it to the church, because it was times where pastors will come up, whether it was a guest speaker or whatever. And they would say, God told me it's 10 people in here. They got $100 that they can, give, and God is going to give you tenfold. And I don't care if this money is for your, and literally I heard them say, I don't care if this is for your electric bill. I don't care if it's for this or that. If you believe in God, you can give that money and know that you're going to get it back. And I'm like, God ain't told nobody to do that.
Let me break something down for you, and I'm not going to hold you long because it's getting late and I got to start taking, my meds for the night.
Med check.
Number one, exactly, med check. Number one, once a church is signed with a 501k, once they become as an organization, they are owned by the government. And what I mean when I say that, if the church speak out against anything that goes against what the government agenda is pushing, they can lose their 501c benefits, their tax breaks.
Tax exempt, yeah.
So that's number one. Okay. Number two, we are in a day and an age where people don't want to talk about. That's when I saw a lot of stuff coming up here about the Masons, about the Eastern Stars, about the fraternities and sororities. I wanted to speak out, but I didn't I wanted to. I was in the process of pledging Delta. All my family, Delta. Okay. I didn't have a choice. You understand? They were like, when are you going to pledge? So I started lying. But at my school, which was Old Dominion University, they got suspended in the middle of me going online because of hazing from the previous year. When I wanted to go over to Norfolk State and try to see if I could get on their line, they wouldn't allow it. Thing with that, people didn't understand, with fraternities and sororities, you are tied to a Greek goddess or god. You do sign an oath. You do a oath. That's why you see, if you pull up any channel now, all these people are trying to say, I don't support my sorority. I give in to that, whatever. That's an oath I want to break. That's just the first oath. Then when they get to Freemasonry and Eastern Star, when I was at work. So let's say I missed out on the Delta line, okay? My godmother kept pushing me when I was at Howard University. She was like, get it while you're in grad school. I was like, I don't want it if I'm not undergrad, because grad school, undergrads don't respect you when you get it in grad. So then I got introduced to the Eastern Stars. I had assistant principal come in my office and say to me, you've been invited. But because I'm a child of God, let me tell you what she said to me. She said, you've been invited, but the rituals are not going to be comfortable for you. And that's all she said. She got up and walked out. And I respected that. My spirit picked up on it.
Can I tell you something?
Because they follow King Solomon. And at the top, what a lot of them don't know is they worship Lucifer. I have a lot of family members who are Masons. A pastor to me is a two-faced pastor. My pastor was a Mason. He was a Q-dog. You cannot, that's idolatry. You cannot sign an oath saying that I'm with this fraternity and these Greek letters stand for, let's say, Zeus. So pretty much you're making an oath to a goddess from the Greeks, old goddesses from the times. If you are a part of a sorority, those Greek letters are attached to a goddess. You make an oath with that goddess. You cannot serve two masters, remember?
Right, absolutely.
That's a form of idolatry. But when we all are coming up and we're young and we're thinking, oh, I want to get my degrees, or I want to get in this organization, I'll get a better job, network, whatever. It's all blinding us for what you have done when you do an oath with other gods. Once again, God will tell you, you cannot serve two gods.
Yeah, you can't.
So,
just like light and dark ain't gonna mix together.
Exactly. So we were having this conversation on another channel because I have moved to another sector, and we were talking about TD Jakes or whatever. And what was interesting was a girl that was a prophetess. She had already stated what was going to happen to TD Jakes in 2022. Everybody's pulling her video up now. She's going viral. No one had ever heard of her. And number one, when you go, she follow all of the procedures. When you go to prophesize, your head is supposed to be covered. Her head was covered. In 2022, she talked about TD Jakes. She said that it was going to be a takedown, that he was going to use money and power to try to suppress the information. It was not going to work, that God was going to have his wrath, and that he was going to start removing these false prophecies down from your, Bishop Long, what happened to him, your Joel Osteen, your Creflo Dollars, to, what is her name? Joyce Myers, all of them. They're all going to fall. Because when you go into Revelations, and I don't know how much you read of the Bible, Shelly. Do you have an understanding of the 7 churches they speak of in Revelations?
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the last church right now.
Yeah, just like we're in the last of everything.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't realize that. And that's why sometimes I say the things that I say, but I think some people receive what I'm saying, and I think with some people it goes over their head. But even with me, and I'm just being honest, just a moment of transparency right here. Like once I started going back to church and stuff, it really has been a struggle for me. Like, I'll say social media wise,
You
because
can't mix light with dark. That's
yeah,
why.
exactly. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it's just one of those things. Um, I do like, non-denominational to the point where it's about the teachings. My church in particular, they do a lot of giving back. They do a lot of traveling, helping, uh, less fortunate countries. I don't mind giving my money to a place that's doing that. Churches I've been to before, they want you to give up so much money and they don't even have a van to pick up the members. They're standing at the bus stop in the rain and people are leaving church where they just got done praying and talking about treating, your neighbors, your brother and your sister, and all of this, and they will ride right past those people as they're standing at the bus stop when you're not asking them, do they need a ride? Can you pick them up? But the church now that I go to, they have shuttle buses that run like clockwork, pick people up and take them to the church and everything. So with that, I can see, like, somewhere the money is going
Right.
at, they gave back
And
so much
Shelly,
for Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff for kids and
it's
everything.
Shelly. It's not even about anything that's money wise. Once you get to the nitty gritty of it all, something that was sold to me as a young child that I could not understand, I clearly understand now. When my parents would say to me from scripture, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get to heaven. Now, when you tell a child that, in my mind, I'm imagining this big, huge camel, in my mind, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You got this little bitty needle, correct? What do you need? Yeah. Okay, I'll bring you in there in a second. I couldn't understand that. Like, it sounded like something so like weird. Like, what? Can a camel get it? I get it now. None of that matters when people do a lot to show. My thing is, when you do things in the name of God, a lot of that should not be known.
True.
Because it's for his glory, not for your glory.
Right.
When I see people out here saying they did stuff for the homeless and they want to post that up or whatever. So are you going to get the glory or did you want God to get the glory?
Well, in all
Because
fairness,
half of what I do, you'll never know. Because
that,
I'm
and I
not doing
understand
it
it's
to
supposed to be
impress
that way. But
people.
hold up, hold
Yeah,
up, hold up.
exactly.
And in all fairness, though, let me just say this, because at one point, and I'm not saying that we don't no longer do it, but when we did like a big thing for like back to school with the kids and all that kind of stuff, if people can't see what you're doing, a lot of people don't want to give to what you're doing.
You're right.
If
You're right.
if
Because
they
we
just
live in
hear
a
you
time like that
saying
now.
that
Yeah.
I'm doing this because look at situations that we've all seen where people say that there's a need, right? But people are giving up money and then you don't know if really a bill was paid or did they really buy what was needed. So I don't really knock people for doing that. I know I've been hearing people talk about that or whatever like that, but in all fairness, it could be just so that people see, listen, this is what we're doing. If you want to contribute as well. I personally, when I did it, I didn't ever put like any of the people on camera and stuff because I also don't want to exploit anyone. Because that can be like, I remember one time when this YouTuber, she had went, it was this homeless man. He was laying down asleep or whatever. And she went to go give him some of her leftover food or whatever, but she was filming it. And he got, nasty with her or whatever. And she was like, See, this is why people don't like helping the homeless and this, that, and the other thing. But just because somebody is homeless, that doesn't give you a right to walk up to them with a camera in their face.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? While they're laying down or trying to get some rest or whatever it is going on. Because if you're gonna do it, nobody has to know about it. Half the things that I do
Do
or
it
what I do for
individually,
people,
Shelly.
huh?
Do it individually.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I say do it individually is because you don't know what other spirits people have. So when you ask for other people to join in, their spirit may not be in agreement with your spirit. Once again, we cannot continue to mix light with dark. So if God gave you extra $50 this month, I don't know what it may be. I understand being on disability and on a fixed income, but guess what? You'll never know what I did with that extra $50 that God gave me. I did what He told me to do, His will. I don't have to answer to man. At the end of the day, I have to answer to God. And
Right.
that's where we have to start getting to the point where you separate yourself from the world. I don't need you to, don't send me $5, don't send me nothing if it is not with the right intention.
Right. And
If
let me
I
go
gotta
ahead
show
and
you this, if you need to be acknowledged for that, that's not this is not what this is for. I'm doing this because this is God's will.
yeah, now
And if
look,
all I got is $10, guess what? That's $10 more.
let me answer this one here what Roy said. It is so true about them being addicted to drugs. And that's why a lot of them won't even go into shelters, because if the shelters have any type of thing where they want them to be in before a certain time, they don't want to go along with that. If the shelter does any type of drug testing, they don't want to be drug free. It's even in the area where
Okay.
I live, some of these people, they have
So,
a shelter or whatever, but the ones who are on drugs, they would rather sleep outside because they want to get high and high all around the clock.
listen, I'm gonna send you a video. When I get off, make sure I send this video to you. It's a rare footage that HBO did of Rikers Island in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
It interviewed a man who was born in Rikers Island because they have a women's side and a man's side. They have a
Right.
maternity ward. He was born in Rikers Island. His mother was an addict. He grew up as doing a lot of, robbery or whatever to get drugs. He grew up with an addiction. He eventually, because shooting up heroin, got AIDS.
Mm.
So everyone was going on his defense in his last stage of, can he go to the Samaritan house and die there peacefully and not have to die here in Rikers Island where he was born? Okay. So when we're going back to the drugs, I can't judge people about their drugs. Drugs. I'm sorry. It's starting to get late. Okay. I'm gonna have to get off soon because I have
Yeah,
my
I'm
meds.
going to Pizarro's in a minute anyway. I was just,
Okay.
talking to my people until I was going over there
Yeah,
to
what
judge.
I want to say about the people, yeah, I just want to say about the people that are on drugs. Some of them they've been put in some bad situations, and I don't judge them. That might have been their way of escaping that, okay, I was molested when I was 5 or 6 years old. I need to do this to keep blocking that out of my mind. I understand how they do MLK training as well. They split personalities, they traumatize each personality, and they give each personality a name so they can control them. So it's a lot of mind control and stuff that they do with drugs. So when you walk past somebody and you're so easily to say, oh, you're a crackhead or you this or you that, that's not what God told us to do. It's not up for us to know the history. We don't know the history. He sees all and know all. You just do what you're called to do. And that's it. And if people that are working with you are not on the same page, if they feel like they need to find out, well, why are you on drugs? Why should I give you this? Why should I give you that? No, that's why some things you need to do by yourself. And you need to pray with God, be in communion with him, fast, ask him to lead and let his will be done. And you do what you do. Because none of these people will be at your judgment day. You do understand. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you, Shireen. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're going to be by yourself only. You're going to be accountable for what Shelly did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will not, like I said, I have moved on to another sector. I shared more things with them. I said goodnight to Mahia and one other content creator, but you do have my personal information. So here out, if you want to reach out to me, it'll be that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
But
still
I
in the
will
area,
not.
you ever want to go in fellowship together, we can always do that. I don't.
What kind of food do you like?
I eat whatever for the most part.
Cause they got this spot called Crab Town, USA. It's pretty good.
Yeah, cause
Yeah, because I know you like 30 minutes from me.
yeah, we'll have to link
So
up at some point.
we'll work it out. But what I will ask you to respect is whatever I do when I see you, it's no longer part of YouTube.
Girl,
That is no
what you think
longer.
I'm gonna do? Cut the camera when it
No,
come bring it to YouTube?
no,
No.
no. All I'm saying is that my mission, like, it's been so much hell here. It's been so much tearing each other down and darkness. I can't be a part of that anymore and still say that I love God. I
Yeah.
can't. It's not mixing. So that's why it's once you start communion with God and getting into the word, it start pushing you away. Like, I start feeling convicted. It's like gossip and tearing another woman down or calling somebody what, like, all that stuff I can't do. It's not for me to punish. That's why God said, don't revenge. Let him have his revenge. Because we don't even see all of it. We see a part of it up here. It may be more to what they're even doing. Example with TD Jakes. All you see is him coming up here, preaching the Lord, this or whatever. He been molesting boys going back since when he was at West Virginia before he went to Texas.
Lord.
But God saw that. But we don't know that.
Yeah, I
So
agree
we
with
have to
that.
get to
Look,
the
they
point
said
where
we
we
need to do this
understand that.
again, Shireen, and I agree. We do need to have this
Not
conversation
again.
again.
You and I will talk personally.
Yeah, because I have her information.
Yeah.
So we'll talk and we'll put something together because at least once a month we have like church over here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do it
I
for
don't want to come
play.
on
I know a lot
YouTube,
of
Shelly.
people, huh?
I don't want to come on YouTube. I'll talk with you individually, but I do not want to come on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That's not. So what me talking to you tonight is like goodbye on YouTube. But however, what I'm saying to you is you know me, my real life stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
Have a
And
good
you know
night.
what? I'm glad that thank you for coming over. Let me just say this as this is basically coming to an end because I don't want to be late over at the spaceship. I'd rather be waiting on them than waiting on me. I will say this. I am first of all, thank you, No Nonsense, for that. I appreciate that. I strive every day, whether people see it or they don't want to see it, which I don't even care because if I sit around and wait for people to tell me anything, I will basically just collapse and die waiting, right?
None of
So
them will get you into heaven.
yeah, what I do is every day I just try to work on being a better me. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And just to keep on pushing forward. Sometimes when you take a step back, it allows you to see things for really what they really are. And I'm telling you, and I've talked to a couple other people, and I gave them recommendations on some things to do, like taking a social media detox, not just taking a social media detox, but also detoxing from your
Everything.
telephone,
You need to
from
fast.
everything. And
Fast.
people don't understand how much energy and how much is attached to these cell phones, computers, and all of this stuff. And I still do it. There are days like, no nonsense is saying, she called me a week ago, whatever, she didn't get me. You know why? Because there are many days that it could be 2-3 days I don't even touch my phone. I won't even look at my phone. I won't even touch the computer. I won't even come on the computer. You know what I mean? Because there's a billion other things to do. And also,
can I just say one of the hardest things that I had to give up? I've always loved horror pictures from a young child.
Oh, okay, I never been into
Michael
those.
Jackson turned me on from Thriller. Do you know how hard it is for me from going to Hulu, Netflix, or whatever, watching horror films? And when I start to look at them now, I hear how they're chanting. They're saying incantations in the movie. And you're listening to that. And you're a part of it. Do you know this year I'm just now realizing when I'm watching horror pictures what I'm really watching? They're saying witches, they're saying curses, incantations, they're calling out demons. And you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm just watching a good old horror pic. They pulling out Ouija boards. It finally this year. Because I've always loved horror pictures. And
you
I'm
know,
sitting here
I never been into the whole Ouija board thing or whatever, but I was telling Voodoo one day when he was like, well, Shelly had me blocked or whatever. And I did. Like anybody whose name was Voodoo, I would just block it because I wouldn't. And still, even to this day, if I go in a store and they have like them Voodoo chips and cheese puffs stuff, I will not buy them. I don't really buy anything with certain stuff on it. Even when my kids were young, I wouldn't buy them shirts with skulls and stuff on and stuff like that. It's just certain things that I just wouldn't
listen, and you need to follow that because I never understood. I always wanted to know why the Amish didn't allow their kids to have toys or like dolls or whatever. I was like, what would a doll do?
It's no
nonsense. When I
nonsense.
listened to a lady from Haitian, she broke all that down. I'll forward one of her videos to you.
Yeah.
What they use those dolls for and why they say dolls can be dangerous.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this too. Like, I know that some of you all here, y'all may not take it serious when you're listening to content creators talking about candles and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this. Y'all better be very, very careful when you're out here trying to do
what's her name? Dovey? When she talks about burning black candles and stuff like that, that stuff is serious. That lady that talks and let people know what go down in Haiti, kids can't even be outside after dark. When it gets dark, they have to go in the house. If a child is found outside of the house and they call them Lugayos or whatever, witches, whatever, where they switch into like cats and different things like that, and the cat can like speak. Like she showed all of that. And people think it's funny, but you know what? It's not to me because my grandmother was Cherokee. And my grandmother would share a lot of stories and they would share stuff. It sounded like stories to me. it sounded like it was things that I would be scared of. I would be like, there's not a such thing as mermaids. There's not a such thing as this and that, whatever. I was like, that's only in Disney, whatever. I'd be scared. But what my mother would always say, if you don't believe in it, you'll be protected from it. But when I come to find out, people are not paying attention to, when you look at, because they don't read the book of Enoch and other, and Jasper and things like that, is that mermaids, it's a true thing. In Africa, they don't play with the marine spirits at all.
And
it's
also,
a lot of
okay,
stuff over here we play with. We take our kids to go see mermaids on Disney all day long.
Okay, so let me just say this right quick. FYI, she said 9 o'clock. The show was, but she changed it. It says 9:30. It said 9:30, so I don't have to rush. Because I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna continue to say it. And I don't care if y'all get tired of hearing me say it. Even when you go out here and you buy candles from people, I'd rather you go to Bath and Body Works and buy some candles.
Those candles represent stuff. The black candle represents something. The green candle represents money. The red candle, I believe, represents blood. I forgot what it was, but a Satanist, he broke it down, what the color each candle represented.
Right. And you have to be careful when you are buying oils or candles from people who personally make them.
Or ceramic dolls or dolls from a shop.
You better know them. You better know them. That's all I'm going to tell you. Me, I don't want nobody to send me. Well, the last candle that I got, and it was from one of my daughter's friends. She has a whole business or whatever. Candle smells amazing, but I know her, so I purchased it. Other than that, I don't go buying candles from people. Be cautious of people that want to gift you with candles. I'm being dead ass serious.
I don't want any gifts from anybody.
Some people send you gifts because there's something also attached to that, for something that's going to come back to them. That's at least how they look at it. Mm-hmm.
Right. We're in a day and time. I'm going to tell everyone who is open to reading the Bible, going to Revelations. We're in the 7th church. We're in the lukewarm church. And a lot is being revealed now, as you see. Everything is falling out. I mean, we went from P. Diddy and we up to T.D. Jakes now. And all those people have been indulging in those things, black magic and rituals. When I started to go into the music industry, that's why I came out. Because some of the things that I saw and what I went through, and when I say this honestly, I will tell you I was attacked spiritually with sleep paralysis. I had been scratched. My back had got burned from a heating pad. I mean, I was under all kinds of attacks to the point my family, they were scared to be around me. My eyes had even changed, the way the pupils looked. And that's when I started backing away, saying, I don't want to be a part of this type of music industry. I do want people who have a talent. And that's why I started creating a music industry that wasn't based off money. It was based off, I told all my artists, we'll sign something. If you blow up, you do well, you feel like you want to give me a donation or a blessing, you can. But I'm not going to hold a contract over your head, do some blood signing, and pretty much say, if you don't do this for me in 2 years, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to put a hex or do whatever to you. And that's what our people have been going through. And I think it's unfortunate because we went through 400 years of slavery under white supremacy to come out of that amongst our Black people who become billionaires and millionaires who are doing the same thing that the slave master did. It's sad to me as I keep seeing these young boys come out talking about what Diddy did to them, what Drake did to them. It makes my heart
Wait, who
cry.
said Drake did something? I ain't heard his name in nothing.
The
Drake
young
supposed to
man,
did something.
yeah, YK Osiris, I think his name
Oh,
is.
okay. Well, I knew about he's supposed to owe all these people money or whatever. I heard about him.
That was a ritual. They was doing that to humiliate him because he came out talking about the industry. He said the God that they're thanking is not the God that you think of. They're worshiping Lucifer when they say thank God or thank my Lord. And when he came out with that video, that's when they started doing that. You owe me this, you owe me that, making him do push-ups like they were humiliating him, pretty much.
But look, let's
and then
not act
your guy
like
from Empire. Think about the guy from Empire, Barshire. He's coming out now as well.
But let me say this. Let's not act like that same stuff is not going on right here on social media. How many people allow themselves to be humiliated? Just to so-called sit at the top. I told people years ago.
Amen.
I told people years ago.
Somebody helping somebody out in jail, looking like they their savior. I went through this and that and that. But what they don't know is you gonna owe me at the end. When you do a deal with the devil, you always owe him.
Yeah, so I told people this, and I said it many, many times over again. If anybody's with me for a long time, they know that I said people don't believe in the Illuminati and all this other stuff. I said, but social media and what you see here on YouTube, it's an example of that, right? You have, even when it comes to being even on a sexual thing, right? Where these people want to proposition you. That has happened to a lot of people here. Some people go for it.
I see it. Yeah. I hear all the scandals coming out. Yeah.
Right. But
people
if you speak up,
YouTubers,
if you speak up and you say something.
Well, they're well-known YouTubers are using their platforms to access sex or whatever, or get to people. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm this YouTuber. My name is this. Like, okay, you want my phone number? Yeah, let's hook up. Like, you hooked up with me because I feel like I'm somebody big. It's the same concept.
Yeah. I mean, but people act like they don't see it. I see it. And I also think because a lot of people don't really know who they are, they will subject themselves to anything because they want so badly to
be a part of something.
To be a part of. And listen.
And this is what I didn't understand, Shelly, when a lot of rappers were asking me as a female to be their manager. I didn't know that was the new trend. Male rappers wanted female managers because they felt like they could do deals for them, if you understand what what I'm saying. I didn't get that. I thought they were coming to me because they really felt like I had the talent to push them, to help them be rappers. But then I would go in, I don't even want to name drop. I met with some big people and they would talk business. But you know what they would say? You look cute. I saw your picture. When we get a chance, we're going to have to hang out. It all came down to sex.
Right.
So what I'm saying is if you go into that industry, yeah, you're going to get the money and you're going to get the percentage, whatever you get off the artist. But at the same time, it's still men pimping women. I'm thinking I have a manager position. So I'm in a hierarchy. I'm running stuff. But at the end of the day, the artists, they running games with the people that's above you. Oh, I'm going to send my manager to meet with you. I got a cute manager. It finally came out. One of my artists it came out when he finally said, I listened to him. He was like, my manager, she looks like Ethiopian woman. She has
the same thing with me. That's Shireen Creole. I had a
Right.
Ethiopian lady run me down at the airport. It was like, "Are you my sister?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" But yeah, a
And
lot of
then when I finally heard that, I was like, they're trying to pimp me to get their deals.
yeah, it's a lot that goes on in the music business. I mean, I've had my foot in there a little something something, and the one thing that I
That's why
didn't
I'm
like
pulling
is
away
just
from it all. I'm
yeah,
pulling
just like
away
you
from it
you
all.
start looking at people differently because you
Yeah.
start to see the dirty deeds and the things like that that go on,
And it
behind
was
the scenes
people
or
that I
whatever.
trusted, Shelly. It was artists that I trusted. I thought I was helping them. I thought I was getting them out the hood. I was taking them down to Atlanta, different places, to different showcases. And then once I caught that conversation, oh yeah, my manager, yeah, she cute. She looked like she got an Ethiopian look. She looked like Ethiopians. When I caught that, I was like, they're pimping me out.
Child.
And I
Well,
already told you what the church did. So I don't care what organization you're in. They are going to do what they can do. It's going to be defiled. It's going to be sexual. It's going to be idolatry. It's going to be all of that until you learn that titles, billionaires, millionaires, money, what you got, all that physical stuff does not count until you can get to the point where it's you and God one on one and you understand that this world is temporary. I'm only here for a few years, but what comes after this is forever. Which
that
one
part.
is more important? And I finally have got to that point.
Have a good
Nobody,
night,
I
sis.
don't care if it's my child, I don't care if it's my grandchild, I don't care if it's my mother. Nobody will block, no one will get in the way of God saying to me, I have never known you. No one.
Yeah, Alexis is a sweetheart. She really is. And I just want to tell you here tonight, Alexis, thank you for all that you do, over here, moderating and also just interacting with people to come over to the army and making them feel welcome. I really appreciate that because I really truly want this. I know some people don't like order and stuff like that. They like confusion, but I really want this to be a place where people can come and they don't have to worry about being attacked. They don't have to worry about being harassed. You know what I'm saying? You can just come and
And
take your shoes off
tell
and
them this
get
the last time I'm
comfortable.
gonna be up here, Shelly.
Huh?
I'm not gonna be preaching anymore. Let them know this is the last time I'm up here. I'm not gonna be preaching anymore. I said what I had to say. We're in Revelations. We're at the 7 churches. I feel like I've done my part. I shared what I need to share with people. It's up to you. I have to let God's will be done. I'm no one of importance. I'm a human made out of skin and flesh like anyone else. If someone is blessed and it will draw them to speak to God, to even start talking to God, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us the story too, because you're completely right. You know, I used to like try to sometimes figure out where you could be rich and not have to sell your soul. And there's like really no place anymore. I don't believe it.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
even let's say at universities and where there's, it's all the same old game. And I appreciate you telling your story about it too, because I agree. You have to have that relationship with you and the Most High God. And, I just find it just saying that comfortable, this love amongst it. So, but
Yeah.
I do know the greatest trick, the devil pulls is to make us think he doesn't exist. So, I step back a lot like, okay, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
you
Um,
know, But thank you, Shelly. I love it over here, and I appreciate all of y'all letting me be me. And
Hey, Michelle. Yeah, that's
And
all I
your
want is
name
for
is,
people to
ma'am?
be them. And I know sometimes people, they may not like what we're talking about, or they may feel some type of way, or they may think something is for them.
Girl,
It may have nothing to
I
do
don't
with
care
them.
because can't none of them go in and intercede for me to get into heaven. What was your name, ma'am? That just spoke. You can
I'm
give me a fake
Alexis.
name.
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
she
pray
put
for you, Alexis.
9:30, no nonsense. So that's why I was gonna leave
I'll pray
now,
for
but
you,
she had
Alexis. You'll be okay.
Thank you. And I know you
You
said
know
this is your
what?
last time, so I feel like, I was supposed to hear this from you. Just so you know that. Remember that.
Yeah.
Alexis was
Yeah,
supposed to hear
Alexis.
this.
You know better. You'll be
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, but you know what? Even when it comes to working a 9 to 5 job, and I'm not gonna necessarily say like 9 to 5 because usually those hours they may be just whatever. But some people they work so much and they also feel like they're getting ahead in life or they're working hard to have what they want. But even that comes at a price. Even that comes at a price. Especially like if you have children and stuff, because you want your kids to have the best of everything, so you're out working, and so you're
Right.
working like a slave or whatever. But then kids may be raising themselves, or somebody else may be raising them or influencing them. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So it's just so many different things.
I want to encourage everybody, if you have a chance, watch the Getty documentary, Getty. They were one of the richest families, more richer than the Rockefellers. And you'll see what the wealth and the money did, how it destroyed them and ate them up. So when we say that we want to be rich and wealthy and all those things, okay, then what are you willing to give up as a human? So Getty,
And a lot of times, like
Getty.
the people I knew with money, they were miserable. Just miserable.
Right.
And it was always like,
Right.
I never understood it. You know what I mean? Until I got older and things. But yeah.
They commit
Well, I
suicide.
told people that when I
Yeah.
lived in Jamaica, I had the least amount of money ever. But I was the happiest that I had ever been. So sometimes you think, or you may think, the happiness comes at, buying said car or this or that, or being able to do whatever you want to do when you're able to do it. But sometimes you can have absolutely nothing and be so happy. And I really was like, literally had enough to like pay bills, eat, and
Shelly, it doesn't add up. I don't know for you, but for me, if people go by what you actually make, you have your gross and your net.
Mm-hmm.
And when you subtract all of your debt from it and what you come out with, mine has never added up. So when I tell people I live a certain way, they don't believe it because I'm on disability. But you know what God said? God said, you do all that you do, and I will add those things to you. You have faith in me. I always tell people that I'm on disability. I've been on disability since 2012, and I live like people who go to work all day long, whatever, and make 6 figures, whatever it may be. I'm not saying this, please make sure you don't take it as me bragging. What I'm saying to you is that the numbers don't add up on paper. It's faith. I had to let go once I got sick and my doctor said, you cannot go back to work. I went to school all those years to get my MSW. And my doctor kept saying, your job is impacting your sarcoidosis, whatever. And the day I walked in her office and she said, I'm writing you out on full-term disability. I was like, what? Because that's all I knew. I knew
But
that
you
I went
also
to
have some
undergrad.
people that live beyond their means. And I have a cousin, I'm not gonna lie, she was raised by her grandmother, on her father's side or whatever. So she was the only one that was really raised, around a bunch of white people and stuff like that. And I'm not blaming the white people or anything, or I'm not saying that necessarily that's a bad thing, but what I am saying is that she grew up around different people in a different atmosphere. So with her, they just do everything, just, big house and all that other stuff, which that's fine too. But what I'm trying to say is I don't believe they can afford it because they always don't have any money. They travel, they go out the country quite often and all that other stuff, but they spend a lot of money for things because they're just trying to keep up with other people. Now, she has her own business and she makes a decent amount of money. Her husband makes hella good money, but they still are they're living way beyond their means, way beyond their means. And I've seen I can say myself, I damn sight know I keep more money than the both of them put together. They literally are living 6%.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to confirm. When my husband and I were together, he is a CPA. He worked for government contracts in this area. So the 6 figures, Shelly. So
right back,
I was making close to 6 figures. Our house was over $500,000. We had all these things, but guess what? We're always chasing for more money, for more. We want to redecorate this room. We want to do this. Oh, did you go to such and such basement? You see his man cave? You such and such got this Benz. He got this Beamer. Chasing. Never happy. I have been my happiest and I have been my most content on my little SSI check, as people call it. Because God has taken care of me. I turned it over. I let go and let God. And I said, God, this is a new world for me. I've always gone to school. I've always worked. I don't know what it's like to be sick, to be ill and dependent on another system. Because look, people look down on people with welfare all the time. Oh, you're a welfare mom. Oh, you got food stamps. Oh, you got 5 baby daddies, all that. But see, now here I am the woman now who's on a fixed income. And I had to finally get to the point where I'm not chasing new things. I'm not chasing what's the next Benz that's coming out. What's the next Lexus? What's this, that? I'm
Wait a minute. Is
God,
sarcoidosis, can you get that from like genetics?
Yeah, my mother has it, and my aunt has it, and her brother has it. It's hereditary.
Do they have like different stages of it?
Yes, my mother has it in her lungs. My aunt had it in her thyroid. They took part of her thyroid out. My uncle had it thyroid as well. So you'll see like where they had the incision done on their neck. I'm the only one that had it in my liver. So my doctors did not believe it was Dr. Nguyen, foreign doctor. He was like, only 20% of people with sarcoidosis get it in their liver. Your mom has it in her lungs. I don't think you have it. Every time we do your chest x-rays, it's clear. There's no way, whatever. My aunt told me from North Carolina, she said, come down to Chapel Hill, get a second opinion. They looked through all of the records. They said, he needs to do a biopsy of your liver because your liver stats are off. So I went to Fairfax Hospital. They did what they have to do, a biopsy of the organ they think the sarcoidosis is in. They saw the granulomas, and he called me. He said, guess what? You fall in that 20%.
It's crazy too
And
because lately I keep on hearing more and more people get that diagnosis. So I
mhm.
don't know if it's something that's going on, in the world. I don't know if it's just that people are doing more testing. I don't
It's
know.
hereditary. It's
Oh well,
hereditary.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Because what I would say, it comes from my father side of the family. A lot of my cousins and stuff, they died in like their mid-30s from heart attacks and things like that. They diagnosed it at first as a heart attack, but when they go in and do the autopsy, they see the granulomas. So that's why I always have to have my heart checked. I have to have my skin checked. I also go through, like, when I lose pigmentation in my skin,
Mm-hmm.
my eyes. They have to check my eyes as well. That's why I wear shades a lot when I go out in the sun, things like
I
that.
always got
I'm,
shades
I'm
on, and I've
super
already explained
sensitive.
that. I ain't about to explain it
Yeah,
again. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I try to explain that to people, like, I'm super sensitive to a lot of things
Some of these
because of
people are
that,
so
because
ignorant,
it'll
and I don't
flare
mean
up.
my people. I'm just saying people
Right.
just call themselves just trying to be nasty. Sheila, you ready, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I
I just
wanted
wanted
I
to go
wanted you to
back.
close down. Then I want to see. I had pushed my little area down. I wanted you to see,
Can
is
I
it
go
big
back to
enough?
what the lady said real quick, Shelly, before you go?
Yeah, say that real quick, and then
Ma'am.
I'm gonna shut this down so I can see what Sheila is
Okay.
giving. 'Cause sister, if you ain't giving, honey, I'm gonna tell you, don't come through and give it, girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
girl, you know
she
what?
asked she asked the question. So, ma'am, what I was saying to you is, there was a time what I would say I was living a high life in my mind, I thought. But as a person on disability who has a fixed income, who I'm now in a true relationship with God, and I truly let go and let God, I live better now. I feel good.
Yeah. So also too, like for the people that like Army basically, let me know, not today, but just ponder on it. And if you come up with something, and we'll address this at a later time. But if you have any ideas of how I should do it as far as the giveaway, as far as, for the traveling and stuff, because I do want some people to experience, traveling and stuff. And I want to do a lot more traveling in 2023. I just had to kind of sit down for a minute because,
24.
sometimes you got to
Don't
sit
leave
down
it to
like,
the
oh, God,
people,
what's the channel?
Shelly.
Huh?
Don't leave it to the people. Pray to God and say,
Yeah.
God, let your will be done.
Yeah, I do that
And
too.
when
And I'm
God is
saying,
in it, listen, when God is in it, doors will open, things will happen, and you'll sit back and be like, that don't add up. That's what I'm trying to tell people. When I look at my books, what I get, how I live, it does not add up. So I know it's faith. I know it's God intervention. So anything that you want, and you want it done in a right way, and you want it to be doors to be open, let go and let God, pray about it. God, this is what I want. This is
Amen.
what I would like to do, how I want to bless people, and He will handle it. Stop trying to handle everything yourself.
Yes, at his
That's why He
time.
tells you
Amen.
He's your Father. He's your Father.
well,
And
I
I
know
finally
that.
got it. Well, yeah, I know we
Okay, so
know
hold
it.
up, Shireen. I know much as I love God, but we're gonna have to sum this up because the
I
contest starts
know.
in
I'm
4 minutes,
sorry.
and I want Sheila to be able to let us see what she's given backstage or whatever. So, look, guys, it is 9:26. I'm already in the chat over there at the spaceship. I hope that you guys come over and watch the contest because I will be judging. Okay, you already know how I give. Already poured me a little drink. What Beyonce say? I got a drink in my cup.
No, not the drink.
I got a little drink in my cup.
And
Ain't
I'm
nothing
dressed
wrong
down,
with this
Shelly,
thing.
too. I'm simple.
Everything in, moderation, girl.
Mm.
Everything
Oh yeah, I
good.
do everything in moderation. Definitely,
Right.
See
sure.
y'all at the
Exactly.
show.
Yeah, because it's not about it's not a sin to do those things. It's a sin to be a drunk.
Exactly.
You
And
know.
that's what people don't understand.
Yeah. So before
Okay.
we leave out, and you ladies don't have to go anywhere, but I am going to shut this down. So I do want to say, Shireen, start first. Anything you want to say to the chat before we close on out?
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, and I don't take that for granted at all. Because I'll be like, it's billions of places y'all could be. Y'all don't have to be here with me. You could be anywhere. I don't ever take that for granted. I think that's why I'm
And
so
Happy
grateful.
New Year's, everyone.
Happy
I'm going to
New
go
Year.
ahead and drop down.
Okay.
Be blessed.
You too.
You
We'll
be
talk
blessed
soon.
too. And keep on being about your father business.
All right. Y'all two don't go nowhere. Don't click
Okay.
off. So, Sheila, anything you want to say to them in closing?
No, I just want to say it's always a pleasure coming over here, and to everybody in the chat, so pleasant. And the end of the day is God is good, and let's just lift one another up in prayer. And iron sharper iron. Love you guys.
I agree with that. Amen. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Alexis, anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Just thank you very much, and much love to all of y'all. And I love the army over here. Appreciate you, and stay positive and prayed up.
All right. Also, make sure you are also supporting flyuchi.com in her makeup. I know she's sold out of the palettes, but she does have other things. So I just want to give her a shout out.
With the lid. All fake hoes drop dead. All my friends are beasts. All my friends are beasts. All my friends are beasts. All my
So I usually will leave out with a song that's about 3 or 4 minutes or whatever, but I'm not going to do that because now we literally have 1 minute left. So I'm just going to play this. I just want you guys to know that I really do appreciate your support. I'm really grateful for those who still support me, and I will be coming through with even more content. And, you know, coming through, even when I do these type of conversations, I think I'm gonna start doing these and just putting them on members only. And, you know, putting them to my Patreon and stuff like that. But I do feel like at least people tell me they want me to come live more often, because everybody doesn't feel like they have a place where they can come and be included or engage without, you know, catching hell or whatever. So that is what I will say. But I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys see me over there at the challenge.
God bless.
Anybody out there who think that they can stop me, this is a message for you. My faith in God overrides my fate in your hands, no matter your power or your position. I'm God body, I'm God made, I'm God protected. And there's not a single soul out here that can actually stop that. And if you do think so, try us. Try it. We will gladly show you why you're human. Hundo.